Today we're going to be pulling out our pencil mint drawing that we did several days ago. This was the partially blind line contour of the mint. We're going to also be pulling out our different size inking pens from our thin, thick, and uniball. We're going to write either at the top or off to the side, wherever you have room. Thick, thin, and uniball, so that we can see how each one of these varies with the points. What we're first going to be starting with is 3 lines of variance width. I'm actually going to go ahead and use a ruler and a straight edge, and I'm going to make this line at the base thick so that it's a nice width. Then I'm going to do a 2-some, and then I'll just do a 1 thickness. But as you can see, these variate. Fill that in. And you can see the quality of that pen. Now switching to my thinner uniball, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Now we're going to put a little spiral so we can see off to the side of it tapering. As I go with my thicker marker, I'm going to taper it to be smaller as it gets to the end. What tapering is something that's continuous. Let me show you an example. This line tapers, it's continuous. This is interrupted and does not taper. So your spirals should taper. As I come to my other one, I have to double back on and fatten it up and allow it to go skinny and allow that end to go skinny. Obviously, you can start seeing a difference between each of these kind of lines. What I want you to do is absorb this kind of quality, because you're going to be applying this to your own candy and making sure that when you are looking for something that might be thin and not as noticeable, you'll probably use your uniball. This would be for highlights. When you want something that is very solid, like a cast shadow, you'll use your thick marker. Coming on to here, as I said, I would be using my uniball for all of these highlighted lines. We want confident lines when working with these. You want your lines to taper and not to have big blobs on them. If you rest your marker, you will get those blobs. As I'm going around, I'm going to switch after I do my highlights to my other markers. If it is an area that is super tight over here, I will want to amp up all of these. Whether I use my thin and I go in and make it thicker, there's a lot of tension when it twists over here. So you do want to make some of these lines in here thicker to make sure that tension is radiating out and showing in that area. In the end, you're going to want lines that vary in these thicknesses that we have here and show all this difference. When I get to the speed up, I will be using my thickest marker to color in my cast shadow.